Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube yoga studio. Again, my name is Chandra and I'm so excited that you have chosen to join me on your mat today. We're going to flow through a 30-minute vinyasa style class and we're going to play a lot with hamstring development and some hip strengthening drills. So as always, you can take what you need out of this class, you can leave out what doesn't serve you. Remember that I am here to assist you on the journey, not the other way around. I recommend that you have 2 blocks for practice today. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. A pillow and a water bottle will go a long way. So with all that being said, we're going to actually get started in child's pose. If you want to make your way to the back of your yoga mat, take your knees nice and wide as you get started here and bring your big toes to touch behind you. Then melt your hips heavily towards your heels and start to stretch your arms forward nice and long in front of you. Allow your forehead to melt towards the earth. Potentially give yourself a moment to rock gently side to side, across your eyebrows, your third eye center, and perhaps massage into your shoulder girdle. Just notice any tension that you're holding there. Take a deep breath in, start to inch your fingertips forward a little bit longer to find more space in your low spine. Then just melt towards the earth. Allow yourself to be held in this moment. Take a slow but steady breath in through your nose. Fill up. And as you exhale, allow yourself to melt, to surrender just a bit more. 2 more just like that. Inhale, fill up with new energy, revitalize yourself. Exhale, let go of any tension, mental distraction, any setbacks that have been in your way. 1 more nourishing breath in. As you exhale, allow yourself to embody the element of surrender. In your next inhale, lift your elbows, so activate your arms, your shoulders a little bit more. Exhale, crawl your hands over to the left side of your mat. Find a little bit more length and expansion through your outer right ribs. Hold that for a deep breath in. Send all your breath into your right lung. Feel the expansion arrive there. Hold for your exhale. Again, just let yourself melt into the shape. Then inhale your way back through center. And exhale, take this the other way. Your chest can drape over your right thigh, or it can nuzzle right on the inside of it. It could even cross over your thigh. You just take what feels best to you and strip yourself from any expectations to make this look a certain way. Inhale your way back through center, and exhale, elevate your hips off of your heels, stack your shoulders right over your wrist creases. Take a moment to set yourself up to find alignment so that you feel successful and comfortable in your body. And then inhale, drape heavy through your belly, broaden across the front of your chest for cow. Exhale, reverse, round your spine and push really hard into your hands below your shoulders. Inhale, soften your belly, scoop your tailbone up and back, cow pose. Exhale, reverse, round your spine, hug your navel in and back as you tuck your tailbone under. Continue a few rounds of these on your own, fluctuating between that back bend and that round spine. I invite you to close your eyes and draw your attention inward. Let this experience be more intimate for you. And if your body's asking for some organic movement, this is a good time to say yes to that inner calling. Circle through your hips, barrel roll through your rib cage, or just get a little bit of work into your wrists. The world is your oyster, my friends, and we are here to just explore our physical bodies and how our mind and our breath connects to them. Notice if you've chosen to tuck your toes under or to put the tops of your feet on the floor. Whatever you chose, do the opposite. And then take 2 or 3 more rounds of breath, exploring movement like a journey, seeking sensation. Allow this to unfold for you. in its own organic way. And when it feels right to you, go ahead and tuck your toes back under if they're not there already, and lift your hips high for your first downward facing dog. Inhale, press a little longer through your arms. Actively drive your tailbone up and back. Exhale, start to bend and straighten in and out of your knees. Find some movement, mobility. Wake up through your hamstrings and through your calves. Reunite with your breath for an inhale. Exhale, soften your heels to the floor behind you. Just lengthen out a little bit more through the back line of your legs. Good. Inhale, ripple forward to your first plank position. Find a little bit of strength, a little bit of resilience, a little bit of effort. Exhale, with or without the use of your knees, slowly start to hinge and lower down to the support of your belly. Flip to the tops of your feet when you arrive and bring your hands next to your outer rib cage. Inhale, peel your chest off the floor to hover. Activate the muscle structure of your back. Push down into the tops of your feet so much that you feel your kneecaps lift off the floor, and then hug your elbows in and back just a little bit tighter. One more inhale. See if you can find more height. Potentially float your hands all the way off the floor. Exhale, surrender that effort. Let your chest melt down to the earth. Pull your hands back next to your lower ribs, reset, and then this time push into your hands. Peel your chest up and away from the floor for high cobra. Allow your hips to passively float down towards the mat below you. One more deep breath in, broaden across your heart, your collarbones, invitation to look up. Exhale, push down into your knees, drive your hips all the way back where we started, child's pose. Take a deep breath in, really work your fingertips forward. On your exhale, compress your chest down towards the floor. Notice what you feel in your shoulders. Inhale, elevate your shoulders to stack right over your wrists. Exhale, reset your knees underneath your hips and splay your fingertips really wide. Drape heavy through your belly just like we did the first time, but this time pull your heels in towards your bum for a hamstring curl. Exhale, tuck your toes under, float your knees while you round 4 to 6 inches off the floor. Do it again, set your knees down, find that hamstring curl as you back bend for cow. Then exhale, push into your toes, hover your knees and round through your upper back. Really good. One more time. Inhale, hamstring curl. Let this be dynamic and fluid. Exhale, push into the floor. Hover your knees and hold for 5, 4, 3. What is your relationship to discomfort for 2? And 1. Press your hips up and back. We return. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Look forward. Exhale, transition your feet to the top of your yoga space. Land your feet about hips width distance apart. When you get there, kickstand your hands on your shins, your thighs, your blocks, or your water bottle for your half lift. Just lengthen out your low back. Then hinge and fold over your thighs. Allow your knees to bend so that you can make a connection of your belly to your thighs. Let the crown of your head drape towards the earth and then explore. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway side to side, or interlock your fingers behind your tailbone. Whatever it is that you choose to do with your arms, take note of any tension in your neck and just let that go. One more big breath in. Feel your lowest ribs behind you expand. Exhale, let the crown of your head drop just another notch closer to the floor. Then release whatever variation of your arms you chose to take. And with that soft bend at your knees, start to tuck and curl your way up to standing mountain pose, stacking bone by bone by bone. And when you get to the top, give yourself a big shoulder roll or 2. Allow yourself to really arrive and reset your feet into a position that feels stable. Inhale, circle, stretch your arms out and all the way up overhead. Let your palms meet there. Exhale, pull your hands through your heart center space. Sink your hips low. Chair pose. A little bit of activation and heat. Before we get too committed to the shape, just notice what's happening in your feet. Explore your foundation by rocking forward and back a couple of times, out and in towards the arches of your feet and back towards the knife edges of your feet. See if it's possible or interesting to splay your toes out and set them down one at a time. Take another inhale, just elevate through your heart. Exhale, sink your hips and engage gently through your inner thighs. Inhale, we rise. Stretch your arms to the sky, just kind of open and transition. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold over your legs. Inhale, take that half lift, lengthen out through your spine. Then plant your hands to the floor and step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward towards your plank, nice and strong here. Exhale, option to lower halfway for chaturanga or all the way to the belly. You choose. Flip to the tops of your feet. Take a back bend, whether that was active or passive cobra. Glue your knees to the floor and send your hips back towards your heels for child's pose. On your inhale, gently elevate your chest enough to weave your left arm underneath your right and set your left shoulder on the floor. Let your left ear meet the mat and take a look underneath your right armpit. Hold that for just one more breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, unravel your left arm. Make space for your right arm to sneak on through. Take that shoulder twist, that threaded needle on the other side. Witness what you feel as you unite with your breath. And then just let it go. Detach, unravel your right arm. On your inhale, elevate your hips to stack over your knees. Exhale, reset your foundation. Set your knees underneath your hips and splay your fingers wide. Same, but kind of different. Pull your heels in towards your bum. Find your back bend, your cow pose. Keep your heels lifted as you round your spine and push the floor away. Inhale, drape heavy through your belly for your active cow. Exhale, round for your active cat. One more time to explore this hamstring work. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Good. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. My friends, inhale. Stretch your right heel up and back. Three-legged dog. On your exhale, curl your knee towards your chest. Make space to stamp your foot between your hands. Establish knee over ankle alignment. And once you feel grounded in your right foot, set your sights forward. Take your time to transition. Bring your left knee all the way up and in front of you. Single leg mountain pose. Find your balance. Establish this rooted energy into the earth below you. And simultaneously feel the energy of lift, of elevation towards the sky above you. Take one more breath in. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Sink your hips nice and low and find figure four chair. Notice what's happened to your right foot, to your foundation. Reground there and acknowledge how you have to modify or adapt to this open hip shape in your chair pose. See if it's possible to get any deeper into your figure four chair. Then inhale, unwind. Kick your left foot forward. Option to lengthen your left leg any amount. Activate through your quad and through your hip flexor. Exhale, lever your load. Kick your left foot behind you and hover your chest over the earth. Warrior three. Any amount of a bend in your right knee is welcome here so that you can work the muscle structure that support your ankle and your knee joint. Delicately set your left toes down. Inhale, stretch your arms up and overhead. Crescent lunge. Just like we do in every shape, explore what you feel in this position. It's your first time here. Bend and straighten your front knee. Lift and lower your back heel. One more really big breath in, lengthen and lift through your torso. On your exhale, reach for your left wrist and just tip over to the right side of your space. Inhale, look up underneath your left arm and then think about swirling your shoulders. Pull your chest towards your right thigh. Swirl your hands down the long edge of your mat and all the way towards your left foot at the back of your space. Pivot your left toes out a bit, lengthen out through your spine, then bend generously into your back left leg and take a half squat at the back of your mat. Allow your right toes to spiral up towards the sky or to stay grounded. That choice is whatever feels more comfortable to you. It's just going to shift the stretch from your inner groin area to your back weave of hamstring muscles. Notice what your left foot is doing to support this shape. Are you balancing on your toes? Are you able to ground your heel? Whatever that answer is for you, just be curious about it, not forceful. And then look forward in front of your right foot. Again, where your focus goes, your energy flows. With your hands, start to shift, crawl forward, reach out in front of your right foot, then launch, lift your left foot to hover, open your hips to the side of the room, and take half moon. So today we're going to play with a lot of really big transitions. The intention here is to challenge you, right? To change your focus from the poses themselves to the space in between the poses, to those transitions. They should destabilize you. Step your left foot to meet your right. Square off to the front of your mat, sink your hips low, and then reach your arms high to the sky for an active chair pose. Acknowledge what you feel, left to right, right to left. Get a little deeper in your hips. So good. Inhale, we'll rise. Stretch your arms to the horizon. Transition and forward fold to let that go. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen out through your spine. Just make space to plant your hands on the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Like a tidal wave, inhale forward to plank position. Exhale, hinge and lower. Inhale, take your back bend of choice. Exhale, child's pose. We're not going to stay. We're just going to use it as a transition this final time. Inhale, lift up to tabletop. Take your exhale to reset. Same thing we did last time. Inhale, pull your heels towards your bum and hold. Option to slide a block between your ankles and engage through your inner thighs. Again, inhale for your back bend, your cow pose. Exhale, keep your heels pulled into your bum as you round. Hamstring development. One more, inhale. And exhale. Good. If you have your block between your ankles, you can leave it there. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips for downward facing dog. At the back of your mat, ditch your block. You can kind of kick it out of the way. Inhale, stretch your left heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, curl your knee towards your chest. Step your foot between your hands. Stack your knee right over your ankle. Set your sights forward, your focal point. When you feel stable and ready, curl your right knee up and bring it in front of you. Single leg mountain. Find your balance, your focus. Take an inhale. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Sink your hips low. Figure four chair. Take your moment this first time through. Really explore the expansion in your right hip, the depth and activation in your left hip, and that balance work that you're asking out of your left foot. Then inhale, re-energize through your right hip flexor, through your right quad, single leg mountain, option for that straight leg. Then like a teeter-totter, start to hinge at your waist and kick your right foot behind you. Warrior three. Be more curious about the transitions of today's flow than you are about the shapes themselves. Delicately step your right toes behind you. Stretch your arms up and overhead. Crescent lunge. Unite with your breath as you explore sensation on this side of your body. One more inhale. Hold for your exhale. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, reach for your right wrist. Exhale, shift your center of gravity by tipping over to the left. On your inhale, just gently roll your right shoulder back, look up to the sky. Exhale, drape towards your left leg and then all the way down the long edge of your mat until you find your right foot. Shift your right toes out about 45 degrees so that you can safely sink into a deep half squat skandasana at the back of your yoga mat. Acknowledge if this side feels the same or different from the first side.
What's happening in your right foot in order to accommodate this shape? And did you choose to spiral your left toes high or to ground through your foot? Look forward in front of your left foot. Use your hands this first time to crawl towards the top of your mat. Reach out in front of you for a block, the floor, or that water bottle, and open up for balancing half moon on the other side. Feel the activation in your outer right hip as you lift and elevate. Imagine somebody was pulling your right hand towards the sky. Really beautiful work. When you're ready, step your right foot to meet your left, square off your hips, sink your hips low, and then lift your chest, chair pose. Take a moment, this first chair pose, kind of hold a little bit longer, or this first round rather. Really nice. Inhale, rise through that transition. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. Make space to plant your hands on the floor. Exhale, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, lower, halfway or all the way down. Peel your chest off the floor. This time we skip child's pose. Meet me straight up and back for downward facing dog. You have one breath in and one breath out. Inhale, stretch your right heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward and land it between your hands. Look in front of you, rise with your left knee, find that stability. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right thigh, sink low, figure four. Inhale, kick your left foot straight out in front of you, then lever your load, hinge at your waist, stretch your left foot behind you. Inhale, step your left toes back, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, tip and stretch over to the right and swirl your shoulders to the back of your mat. Inhale, sink low, half squat at the back with or maybe without your hands, drive forward and fly, balancing half moon. Inhale, step forward at the top of your mat, chair pose. Exhale, pour forward and fold over your legs to release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step all the way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take it or leave it, ripple through your plank. Exhale, hinge and lower. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. Inhale, stretch your left heel high, three-legged. Exhale, step your left foot forward and through between your hands. Inhale, rise with your right knee, single leg mountain. Exhale, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, sink low. Inhale, unwind, come back through that single leg mountain, then teeter-totter your weight through warrior three. Inhale, crescent lunge, stretch your arms high. Exhale, stretch to the left and then shoulder swirl to the back of your mat. Inhale, sink your hips, lift your chest, half squat at the back. Exhale, look forward, launch forward, half moon. Good. Inhale, chair pose, you've got it. Exhale, surrender and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Bend your knees here, flex at your ankles, then inhale, lift your knees off the floor, lift your chest, and fly your arms out to the side. Skydiver pose. Try to keep your heels lifting towards the air. Pull your inner thighs toward one another, flare your arms higher, and breathe. 3, 2, let it go. Stack your palms one on top of the other. Let your forehead melt into the support of your hands. And then shimmy your hips side to side to massage out through your low back and your sacrum area. Breathe in. Breathe out. Gently lift your head so you can bring your hands alongside your rib cage. Peel your chest up, then swim your feet all the way around and in front of you. Meet me in the middle of your yoga mat. kick your feet forward to the front two corners of your space. Then on your inhale, stretch your arms up towards the sky, lengthen and lift through your spine. Exhale, hinge forward and fold over your legs. For more focus on your hamstrings and your calves, keep your legs straight and don't worry so much about actually grabbing your toes. For more release in your low back, micro bend your knees and allow yourself to fold belly to thighs. Notice your breath here as you start to unwind your practice and slow things back down in your body. See if you can reconnect to that really slow, steady, rhythmic breath. One more inhale and exhale. Slowly roll your way up, notch by notch by notch through your spine. Then keep going on that journey. Roll down, notch by notch by notch in your spine. When you arrive on the floor, stretch your arms all the way up and overhead, lengthen out. Exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock, side to side, side to side. Then pull your right knee in towards your armpit and stretch your left foot forward for wind remover pose. Actively draw your right knee towards your armpit. Option to reach up for your right foot for half happy baby. Maybe even lengthen out through your right leg any amount for that half straddle. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your knee across your chest and twist. Roll onto your left hip. You have permission always to readjust your hips, your ribs, and your shoulders so that you feel supported in your twist. Connect to your breath to nourish this experience and find the element of surrender. So good. Inhale, come back to center. Take your time to reset your low back, your hips. Then when you're ready, pull your left knee towards your chest and stretch your right leg forward. Actively draw your left knee around your ribs towards your armpit. Option to turn this into a half happy baby or a half straddle. You choose what feels best to you in this shape. Take one more breath in. Exhale, transition into your twist by rolling on your right hip, resetting, and then allowing. Just 30 minutes to jumpstart your day, to reset your energy. 30 minutes to reconnect to your physicality. Notice how prominent the barrier is between your physical tension and your mental relief. And then honor this space, this time that you chose to devote towards connecting the two. And unravel your spine, come back through center, reset. If there are any final movements that your body needs, you can say yes. Otherwise, expand across the floor and meet me in your final resting pose for Shavasana. It could be corpse pose, it certainly doesn't have to. But once you arrive in that sacred shape, give yourself a moment for stillness. Allow your breath to fall back into its natural rhythm here. And honor the fact that you are so safe and supported by the earth below you. That you have this sacred moment to just become one with existing again. My friends, if you have the space and the time to stay where you are, I invite you just to stay where you are. Otherwise, join me in reawakening your body. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Open and close your jaw. Inhale, stretch across the floor that supports you. Take up space like you really believe you're worthy of it. Exhale, curl your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a moment to reset your hips, your low back, and then roll onto your left. Moment to transition away from your physical practice and now into the rest of your day. You can mindfully allow the agenda, right, the rest of your life to flow back in. When you're ready, support yourself up and into that comfortable seat, and we'll close off our practice together, united as one. Together we breathe in. Together we breathe out. As always, I sincerely thank you for joining me for 30 minutes of your time. Thank you for supporting my channel and trusting me to be your guide. We bow forward in recognition of one another in this sacred space that we have the honor and the ability to share. Namaste.